So what's amazing is, even when they're called on their bullshit line of Kamala's not an American citizen, they just switch gears into more bullshit. Let me give you a prime example.
Okay, now for sake of argument, let's just say that you're factually correct that she was born in Oakland, California.
She is factually correct.
Who gives a shit? Like I said, the only reason anybody is voting for Kamala Harris is person of color, vagina, and beat Trump. I have made multiple videos on this, and I am waiting. I'm waiting for one person to reply to me and tell me what policies she's wanting to enact as president that are good for the benefit of this country. I'll wait.
Well, wait no longer. First, let's deal with the very first thing you said. Let's assume you're factually correct and she was born in Oakland, California. That is factually correct. She was born in Oakland, California. And per the 14th Amendment of the Constitution that you guys claim to love so much, that automatically makes her a U.S. citizen. Who gives a shit? Clearly you do, otherwise you wouldn't be bringing up her citizenship. Right? Clearly, you give a shit one way or another, otherwise you guys wouldn't be trying to push the birther narrative on yet another person of color running for president. That in and of itself tells us damn near everything we need to know about you. I love how you think that the only reason people are going to be voting for Kamala Harris is that she's got a vagina and she's a person of color. You got the last part right, beat Trump. That's essential. That's essential to the future of our democracy. It's essential to the future of our nation. It's essential to the future of the American way of life, making sure Trump doesn't get back in. But you said you're waiting for anybody to tell you what policies she wants to enact that would help or benefit the American people. Well, there are several, actually. For example, she is a proponent of Medicare for all. If there is one policy that any president would be able to enact, let's just say that Congress gave president the power to enact one law and one law only. If you could only make one law that would positively impact the most number of people in this country, it would be universal health care. People wouldn't be going broke because they got sick. People wouldn't be tied to their jobs because they need the employer-provided healthcare benefits, which would spur entrepreneurship and allow free people to go out and pursue their dreams while knowing that they're covered. We would spend less, and we would have longer life expectancies. So right there, right off the bat, Medicare for all helps every single American and every single person that's in this country, whether they be an immigrant or a natural-born citizen. Another thing she's in favor of is making community colleges free for the American people, something that would greatly benefit a number of people. The cost of college is already too high, and if you could go to a community college and earn an associate's degree after your high school, after your public quote-unquote education is over with, then we could have a more educated workforce moving into the future, and people would be able to get more educated to be able to learn more skills while not going further into debt. That helps the American people greatly. She's in favor of rent control. You have any idea what the cost of rent is right now? I have a 23-year-old daughter who's renting. I have a 19-year-old daughter who goes to school in the city of Chicago and lives in the dorms because there isn't a fucking chance in hell she could touch rent. My 23-year-old lives outside of the Chicagoland area. She lives out in the rural sticks part of the country, or the state. And her rent is ridiculous. Hang on 1 second. What's Maggie's rent?
$13.50.
What was our rent?
$7.25.
When we had the one bedroom?
Yeah,
In Roselle, $7.25.
And that was $19.98.
Yeah, $13.50 she's paying for a little two bedroom. Rent prices are out of control. So rent control is another good thing that would help the American people. And I could sit here and I can go through a list of all of her various policy positions, everything she stood for when she ran for Senate, everything she stood for when she ran for president, everything she stood for when she was nominated to be the vice presidential candidate. And at the end of the day, the one thing that she can do to help the United States of America the most is prevent Donald Trump from getting another term in office. So there. You don't have to wait anymore. You've been answered.